All right, guys, welcome back. Davis Drives on YouTube, Davis Auto Sales in Richmond, Virginia. We've got a cool one for you today. Check out this 1948 Plymouth. Now this car is custom, front to back, top to bottom, and a lot of people it's just an old hot rod. You know, it's just an old cruiser, grandpa looking car. The only thing throwing this car off or holding it back, it really is the wheel and tire choice. This car was built somewhere between 15 and 20 years ago, and that's what has impressed us the most about it. A tire and wheel change on this car, and you've got something like you would see at Barrett-Jackson. And I do not use that term very much, and I use it very lightly because we know what level those vehicles are at. Just like when we talk about our square body trucks, there's good, bad, and best. And you don't find many that hit that top level. This car was built well, it was built right. Back then, the build exceeded $100,000. Today, this would be probably a $200,000+ build when you figure body labor, interior cost, suspension upgrades. It's four-wheel disc brakes. Again, the wheels and tires don't fit the look of this car, but it's a disc brake car. No door handles. How do you get in it? Bam, pops you right open. Poppers work on both sides. The things that we've seen over the years, we've had plenty of these hot rods, and everything fails. So look at the interior of this car closely. Super comfortable seats, power seats that work, Bluetooth setup on the radio so that you can hit it with your fingers right there in the console. All the original look of the dash like it should with the air conditioning controllers. Yes, this is an AC equipped car. Look at the little touches like this, just blow my mind. Even the lights work on the power window switches. You can get in and out of the car nice and easy. The door handles work, the poppers work. But look at the attention to detail here. A little string right there. Just all the bolts, nuts. And I've been around this car very closely prior to making this video because I hate making a video and then finding something after the fact and then somebody saying they didn't see the edit. All of this body work, all of this body work, all of this body work is custom. And I'm sure, positively sure, somewhere there's some cracking. There always is on an older build. I can't find it on this car. Now I know it's going to be there somewhere. We just haven't seen it yet. But all the lines, everything is nice and crisp. And I like the attention to detail on the build of this car as far as the way they hid stuff. So the hood. Normally on this car, now I'm not an expert on Plymouths, but somewhere around here would have been a hood latch. Well, you don't want to leave this car just sitting somewhere where some kid can walk up and open the hood and shut the hood and screw it up because you could ruin the paint job. And what's under this hood, you really don't want people to be able to see unless you want them to know you got a gold mine sitting under your hood. So they put the hood latch under here, and it is mounted and it is proper. It's actually like what you'd be pulling on a newer car. Very, very nice. And here is where the magic happens. Now we've not taken the time to polish under here. It needs a good thorough polishing, but it has a Hemi. And it has the real deal Hemi, built by Jack Tant out of Littleton, North Carolina. And I'm also not an expert on Hemis, but from what I hear, he is the man. If you Google anything, which I quickly did, because I didn't know if it was a T-A-N-T or M-T, but it's Tant, and he is well recognized all over the internet for his Hemi builds. This is an air-conditioned equipped car. The AN fittings and things that you see under here are phenomenal. The choke is hooked up, the coil's mounted, the wires are run through the proper looming, temperature sensors for the electric fan. The car ran the other day for quite some time. We were trying to let the battery charge up a little because it had been sitting. Never overheated, didn't have any problems, ran really good. They even color matched the air intake here. Just the little touches that you see on an actual, real, true show car. Look at all the hardware. The little bump stops for the hood to rest on. The hinges, mirrored background. It's just what you see in a real build, and you don't see it very often. Then the orange here, I hope this shows up in the video. This is a Lamborghini orange. Tangerello, I don't know what they call it, but it's a very deep metallic pearl. Looks yellow, looks orange. It's what you see on the very, very high-end cars. Door popper for the passenger side also works like it's supposed to. And again, it's nowhere you can look at this car and really not see perfection. All through the dash, the recline part, still has a rear seat, which is nice. This could be a good family cruiser. Comfortable amount of leg room for the back seat, actually. Let's see if I can get that to fold forward. So there you go. You can see the back seat, has seat belts, has headrest. Looks like this stuff might have come out of some sort of a Lincoln, possibly. The wheels are Lincoln, so not sure. I don't know. Mercury, Lincoln, Plymouth, something. Another nice little touch. All the lights work. Some stuff's been turned to LED, which is really nice. You pull this little lever up right here, and the trunk pops. Also, very nice license plate light. That actually works. Everybody forgets that too, but for legal, you need it. It's got a built-in trickle charger. Pull this panel here. We just put a new battery in it. The whole car's been dyno matted. The stereo's hidden in the trunk so that it hooks to the front. There's a relay system, a bunch of fuses, a power disconnect, so if you can leave the car sitting for an extreme amount of time. And again, even back here, the fit and finish, excellent. All the hardware, excellent. The way this fits, it's a little dirty from us getting our greasy hands. It is an award winner at several shows. And again, this car was really built with no expense spared, which now tires and wheels weren't even not great back then, but to me, they just kill it. So hate to keep going back to that. I know what this car can look like with a tire and wheel change, but the next buyer might want to tub it with a Hemi under the hood. Why wouldn't you? You could tub and narrow the rear. You could go with some 20s, stagger some 19s and 20s. Who knows? Put something on there that's more retro. That's up to the new buyer. But this car, the video really had to be made. Again, if you roll over the body lines, the top's been chopped, all the glass has been changed, the windows work properly, all the felt, even around the windshield. This is one thing my uncle pointed out, and he did glass work. But if you look around the windshield, it has the built-in defroster where it comes out. All the metal work is really clean. The glass work is perfect. The color match is perfect. And I think I've noticed one little nicky spot in the paint on the passenger side, and that's it. You know, that can be touched up with some touch-up paint. But again, to look around one of these cars, they're normally spider webbed, they're normally cracked. The body, you know, there's so much body work that goes into this roof and making these body lines, shortening the glass. They're usually just totally ate up with stress cracks and stuff like that. This one's not. So if you're looking for a 48 Plymouth hot rod, sedan, street car, whatever you want to call it, with a Hemi, this is the one. 49 grand buys it. We can ship it anywhere you want to take it. That's half of what the build cost was. It's a fourth of what the build cost would be today. Now again, it's not for everybody. It's not the body style everybody likes, but if you want a turnkey, true show car that you can take to a show tomorrow, hit the key, and have a Hemi, there you go. And I've been told, and again, I'm not a Hemi expert, but the motor alone, with the build, with the, you know, the authenticity of that he did the build and the way it's set up, these motors go from $30,000 to $50,000 by themselves. Now again, not a Hemi guy. That's a crazy amount of money, but I know we had a Barracuda with a Hemi in it, and it sold within minutes because of the motor. And it was way more expensive than this car, of course. It was a $100,000 car. But anyway, there you are. There's the car. Here's all the details. Follow up on the website for all the detailed pictures. We're going to try to get it on the rack and get some undercarriage pictures, but it does have an updated under chassis, of course, and suspension and four-wheel disc brakes. So a good cruiser, a great driver. If you're interested, drop us a message or please give us a call. Davis Auto Sales. Sign right there's got the phone number. And stay tuned for some future content, 804-271-0030. Thanks for watching today. Enjoy.